Well, Mr. Satyarthi, good evening and welcome to the Newshour, and many congratulations on behalf of course, all of us here at Times Now, the entire country. You have made all of us so proud, Mr. Satyarthi, with the recognition that you have so rightly achieved.
Thank you so much, Arnav.
I'm so happy.
Much.
I
watch your program very passionately almost every evening.
Well, I must say, Mr. Satyarthi, I wish, the passion that you also show, not just in watching the program, but in your work, is something which can be replicated among Indians all over the place. You make me so proud. You make us so happy. And, what you have done over 3 or 4 decades gets the recognition it so richly deserves. Mr. Satyarthi, what was your first reaction today when you heard that you would share the Nobel Peace Prize with 17-year-old Malala?
Well, I got this news from some media, and it came as a big surprise for me. And after an hour or so, I got a call from the Nobel Peace Committee. But in the meantime, there were hundreds of media persons gathered here. So it came through the media.
You are the second.
But I strongly feel that this.
No, please go ahead.
I was saying that though my name has been nominated in the past, but I was not expecting it so suddenly. But I strongly feel that it is the biggest ever recognition to the issue of child slavery and child labor. It's a big honor for hundreds of millions of children who are still languishing in modern day slavery. While I'm talking to you, Arnab, millions of such children must be working somewhere in the mines and factories and brick kilns and inside the homes as invisible domestic slaves. So this is a big recognition to all of them.
Yes, and your work is so relevant, Mr. Satyarthi, and so important. In fact, today, while on the one hand, you win the Nobel Prize in appreciation of your relentless struggle for child rights. On the other, I don't know if you heard, but Raymond Andrew Varley, who is accused of molesting hundreds of orphan children in 1995 at an orphanage in Goa, got away. It's one of those contradictions, in fact. In fact, it highlights the need for people like you to be even more strengthened, for many more Kailash Satyarthis to be out there fighting for children.
I hope that it would inspire many of the young activists who are fighting against child labor in my country and globally. Since I work in over 140 countries in Africa, Latin America, Asia, everywhere. So I know they are so committed for the freedom of children. They are so committed for the education of children. So it will definitely give them big impetus and big strength in their fights in their own countries, but it will also make the issue more visible in the global political and social arena.
In an interview in 1999, Mr. Satyarthi, I read that you were quoted as having said that no country has shown the political will to eliminate child labor. Has the situation improved since then in India?
Definitely the situation has improved in India as well as globally. There are very clear estimations and figures from ILO and other UN agencies that the number of child labor has been declined from 250 or 260 million 50 years ago to 168 million now. The number of out-of-school children have also declined from 130 million to 57 million. So these are good signs. No corporate can simply flourish at the cost of child labor, and they are under tremendous pressure from the media, from the consumer organizations, and they are paying much more attention to it in their corporate social responsibility. And people in general are also much more aware and much more conscious about this issue. So there has been tremendous progress. Also in India, the number of child labor has gone down quite sharply in last 15-20 years.
Yes, and in fact, I'd just like to share before I ask you the next question, to all our viewers that Kailash Satyarthi is really an incredibly passionate and idealistic man. In 1983, Kailash Satyarthi founded the Bachpan Bachao Andolan to fight child labor. His efforts, singularly his efforts, have helped rescue thousands and tens of thousands of children from bondage, all kinds of exploitation. In fact, Mr. Satyarthi, it's, you know, you've also conducted hundreds of raids, and the government has been with you in conducting raids on factories, warehouses, places where children are forced to work. I only hope that in a country which prides itself on being a young democracy, that your Nobel propels this government to do more in this area, because we are still a country where children are exploited the most. Are you hopeful? Do you sometimes become cynical?
Definitely, I hope. I am quite hopeful when we talk of Indian pride. Actually, I am a proud Indian today. So when we are talking of the voices of Sabaso crore or say 125 crores, we must understand very clearly that no sustainable development or no sustainable growth is possible without educating our children, and child labor is the biggest impediment in receiving education. And not only education, but we have to ensure quality education for children, for better quality skill formation and better absorption in economic growth of the country. So I hope that the present government will understand it.
Okay, now a more personal question. You're from Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh, and you studied in Bhopal. I don't know, after you got the news of a Nobel Peace Prize, tell me about how people close to you, your loved ones, your family members, and maybe those from Vidisha and Bhopal, those who followed you and know you very closely, how did they respond? I mean, to have a Nobel laureate in their midst overnight. How did they respond? Tell me about that.
Well, it's my wife and my children who are handling with those telephone calls, because I am so busy with the media. I could not find even one single minute to talk to anyone. And there's like stampede outside my room, so I have to leave my room, so I am sitting in another room.
Wow.
So it's not easy. But I will definitely talk to them later in the evening.
Well, enjoy the moment. The whole country is with you. And our hearts swell with pride, and will swell even more with pride the day when you go out there and you receive the Nobel. How does it feel to be the first, to be the second Indian after Mother Teresa to get the Nobel Peace Prize? To have your work recognized at such a level?
Well, I am a very, very, very ordinary Indian. I am a very ordinary activist, as you know. I've been trying in my own way for so many years, but it gives me pride that somehow my name is being connected with Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa comes from a different background, different support, but for me it was very hard to fight against the mindset of the people, to fight out against the mafia, the system which perpetuates child labor and child slavery, and the interests which are much more powerful than anyone. So it was not easy task, but I pay all my regards to Mother Teresa.
One last question, and I know there's a stampede outside your house and there are many people waiting to take your interview. I am told, people who know you, they say that Kailash Satyarthi is a low-profile person. He likes to have his work speak for himself. He doesn't seek the cameras. He's not seeking media attention. Now, how are you? How are you going to manage that?
They have given me and chosen me for the Nobel Peace Prize because I was told by the media that there were about 300.
That's right.
Very well-known, very famous, top-level politicians and people in the competition this year. And perhaps they found a very ordinary, simple person. So it was easy for them to give me this award rather than finding a person out of these 300 big people.
Well,
so I think so.
More power to you, sir. More power to you. Thank you. Kailash Satyarthi, congratulations once again. More power to you. Thank you for talking to me on News Hour tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arnav. Thank you so much for all your support and help. And I would like to congratulate everyone in the Times Now, which has been always supportive to our cause and fight against child labor.
Well, thank you for saying that. That means a lot. Thank you, Mr. Satyarthi.